I'll begin today's video with a secret I believe more than 99% of players have no clue about. It's about a crime scene in the circus in Act 3 which you'll only encounter under very specific conditions. In this scene, a couple of unique guards appear, NPCs you'll never find anywhere else in the game. Here is how to trigger it. First, start the battle with the fake dribble. Once the fight begins, flee from it, but before you do, make sure the ringmaster Lucretius dies during the battle. It doesn't matter who kills her, you can do it yourself. Remember, if she doesn't die, the whole event won't happen. After fleeing, return to your camp and take a long rest. The next morning, something surprising will occur at the circus. All the enemies near Dribble's stage will be dead and you'll find the two rear guards at the crime scene. Most players never see this because very few use the flee option during the fight, and even if they do, Lucretius often survive unless you personally ensure her death. If you talk to the guards, they will give you some context about what happened.
Back up! This is a crime scene. The cult of the Absolute. They turned this place into a bloodbath. The ringmaster of the whole operation. Cultists gutted her. We haven't caught the killer yet, but we will. Now, be on your way.
Show's over. Those absolute bastards slaughtered the ringmaster. We're lucky there weren't more casualties. I suggest you go home and lock your door. We'll take it from here.
Wait, that's not all. I have more to show you. If you move a bit further, you'll spot a spy named Corilla. She is Raphael's agent. She appears in other locations as well, but I saw her at the circus for the first time in my last playthrough. If you approach her normally, she'll vanish, but there is a trick. Use invisibility to sneak up on her and you'll be able to start a conversation.
Soon, I promise. Patience is one of few virtues worth holding.
Now I want to point out a mistake that almost everyone makes in Act 3. If you try to enter the circus in Rivington, a guard will stop you saying you have the smell of blood on you. To gain access, you will be presented with several options to convince a guard. You can either give him 200 gold or pass one of the dialogue checks. Once you succeed in any of these, you will gain entry and any party member with a noble background will receive an inspiration point. Not bringing a rogue here is a mistake. Bring Astarion or any other rogue character to handle the conversation, as rogues have a special dialogue option that makes it easier to succeed. Also, in this case, you can actually earn 2 inspiration points in total instead of 1. One for the noble background like before and another for the charlatan background. Astarion has the charlatan background and MINTHARA has the noble one. In the sacred pool of Emerald Grove, you'll find a bear named Tuffet sleeping and blocking the elevator. To use the elevator, you'll need to move her. Normally, the only way to do this is by using animal handling, but there is another option unlocked by a note in Emerald Grove. If you go to Neddy's chamber, you'll find a note written by HALSIN. In the last line, he wrote, "Don't give fish to Tuffet, she is getting lazy." After reading this, if you keep a fish in your inventory and interact with Tuffet, a new option will appear allowing you to use the fish to move her. Not only that, but after you throw the fish, if you talk to her again, she'll make a comment about it.
Salty fish. 3 heads.
I have a question for you. What makes Baldurs Gate 3 a great and a unique game? I know the answer is big because Baldurs Gate 3 offers so many unique features that many other games fail to deliver. For example, let's talk about the facial expressions of NPCs. No matter who you talk to, the animations and the cutscenes for the dialogues are mind-blowing and the special facial expressions take it to the next level. In the Moonrise prison area, if you help the prisoner escape, a fight with the guards actually breaks out. But if you help them silently without alerting the prison's warden, you can later return to her and tell her about your help to the prisoners. I know very few players would do that, but what the developers created for those few people is truly mind-blowing. A very special facial expression from the warden that I never expected to see. Let me show you.
The Absolute shines upon me. She tests me. Then she gifts me you. I will now rip you apart in her name.
Before moving any further, I have a request. Please hit the subscribe button to get more contents like this. It costs you only a few seconds but fills my heart with joy and all my hard works get paid off. So please do this. In the Circus of the Lost Days, you'll meet a bard named WYLL who performs with her flute. Normally, if you talk to her, she speaks in a friendly, natural tone, addressing you as a fan. But what if you're not a fan? What if you are another bard? In that case, her reaction changes. She begins to see you as a competitor or perhaps a threat to her work and makes it clear she doesn't want you in the circus. She prefers that you leave. A tiny but meaningful detail that many players overlook.
Another bard? Did Lucretius hire you? Stay out of my way, talentless half-wit. We've got plenty bards as is, so take a long walk off a short cliff, yeah?
Storm, the Mad Doctor of the House of the Healing, is a relative to Ketheric Storm, more specifically Ketheric's uncle. But can you somehow turn Malus against Ketheric? I was curious about it and tried it in my last playthrough. It is actually simple. Play as an Oathbreaker Paladin and use a control under spell on Malus. Just remember, your level needs to be higher than his. And don't forget to save the game before you cast the spell. If you succeed, you're good to go. If you fail, roll back to your previous save and try again. Once controlled, he'll become your ally and help in almost every fight, and you can keep him with you for quite a while in Act 2. A long rest won't break your friendship. After resting, if you leave the camp, you'll find him again in the same spot, though he'll be hostile this time. That's not a big deal since you can simply cast Control Undead again. The main problem, however, is his health. When he takes damage, he can't be healed through normal means. I tried different healing methods and most didn't work except for aid. So when his health gets low, use aid to recover him. I even brought him to the roof of Moonrise for the fight against Ketheric. Malus was very loyal and fought against all my enemies before, but in case of Ketheric it didn't happen. Malus stayed neutral, not attacking Ketheric or his forces, and Ketheric didn't attack him either. This genuinely surprised me. Was it because they wanted to maintain dignity by not fighting family? Is it scripted or is it a bug? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Azshara, the undeclared prince of the Tieflings, or at least I believe so. The way he loved and protected his people was truly inspiring. In Zevlor's absence, he led the Tieflings in the battle against the goblins. But after winning the fight, this brave soldier never made it to Baldur's Gate. He made a tragic fate in the Shadow-Cursed lands. If you speak to Alfira in the Lost Light Inn, she'll tell you what happened to him.
We were ambushed out in the darkness. Azshara was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first, then his tongue.
Near the inn, you'll find his corpse. I tried to use Speak with Dead on him, but it didn't work. Rest in peace, Azshara. In the goblin camp, you'll see a prisoner being tortured by the goblins. They want to extract information about the grove from him. Generally, you can side with the prisoner by sending the torturers away using dialogue checks. Or if you're playing as an evil character, you can even participate in the torture. However, there is also an option to use detectors on him, which requires you to play both the evil and good roles. First, torture him. Then once the goblins leave with the information they wanted, heal the prisoner with a potion. Apologize to him and read his mind. But don't forget to cast detectors beforehand. When you read his mind, you'll discover that he is still loyal to the grove and wants to warn the people there. He also mentions Remira.
Why won't she leave? I need to warn the others and find Remira. If she's still alive.
At this point, you can convince him that you are an ally by saying Remira sent you on a rescue mission. If you're not playing as Gale Origin, your first meeting with Tara is on the roof of Openhand Temple during the Missing Letters quest. While most players encounter her only there, she appears in 2 other secret locations in Act 3. She also gives a total of 5 magic items that many players never see. I have shown all this step by step in this video. You can watch it by clicking here. Visit my channel to get more Baldur's Gate 3 videos like this. Subscribe if you like. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye.